Hi, I'm Jessie, and I am so glad that you have joined me for this brand new free series that I've designed to help you reclaim your relationships, to ease the challenges, and to understand how and why you might be seeing the same traits or same patterns in your relationships, for better and for worse. Now, this isn't just about romantic relationships, it's across the board with family, with friends, in business, and in romance. Let's start by going back to basics, by asking, why do we have the natural urge to form relationships? Why do you want to be in a relationship? Why aren't we pulled to live life solo, independently, disengaged, or disconnected? In this first video, my goal is to challenge you to forget all the concepts that you've been taught about relationships so far. To look at relationships from a brand new lens, as if you're a child at your first day at school, learning about why we have these interactions. Because this will help you get your mind and your emotion out of the way, and it helps to rebalance our expectations of what a relationship should look like and should be like. I want to break down on a scientific and an energetic level, what is a relationship for? First things that pop up might be things like for safety, for security, for nurturing, for social and emotional well-being. We want to be in a relationship because we have a perceived, likely, anticipated benefit. So your soul, like everything else, is made up of these tiny particles of light. And these tiny particles of light hold information. The information in this light body is a communication device that your soul inhabits. It inhabits this energetic body, this non-physical part of you that makes up who you are. Your soul has a consciousness. It doesn't matter what spirituality, what religion, what belief system you come from. You will find this concept across the board, that everyone supports an idea that we are more than just our physical bodies, that your soul has a consciousness, that your energetic soul body is older, is wiser, is bigger than just our human physical bodies. The soul has a consciousness. It has wants, it has needs. And the thing that is most important to your soul is the experiences that it can have in this life and how much it can grow from those experiences. I'm just going to drop the old saying that growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. Therefore, if your soul loves growth, then boy, does she love an uncomfort zone. And those happen, they pop up a lot in our relationships. Now, our soul consciousness, like all energy, wants to grow. It wants to expand and it wants to evolve. That is its primary desire, because the opposite of growth is stagnation, is complacency, is decay. The soul does not care about the outfits, about the job title, social media following. It doesn't care about being liked. All it cares about is at the end, when it reviews, when it looks back at your time, how much did you grow in this life? Then, if we have that understanding and we can look at relationships through that lens, why would your soul want to be in a relationship? Because they provide opportunities to learn and to grow. Relationships are here to assist you with soul expansion and to up-level your consciousness. That is it. It is uncomfortable to hear, but it is not here for a happily ever after. It is here for growth. If you can put everything that you know about relationships so far aside, because I'm going to hazard a guess that you found your way here because your relationships haven't developed or evolved in the way that you would like so far, which means your current concepts or understandings about relationships and how they should work is not serving you, which means you have absolutely nothing to lose by putting those concepts aside just for a moment and allowing this understanding to settle in. To begin to consider the goal for relationships shouldn't be a fairy tale ending. It should be appreciating that relationships that have challenges, they push us more, they teach us more, they force you to adapt, and they provide opportunities for growth. I am not saying that we shouldn't pursue this understanding of happily ever after, because you should want relationships that are fulfilling, that have passion, that are joyful, that are happy. But I'd like you to consider, is the concept of pursuing a happily ever after serving you? Are your expectations of relationships setting you up to fail? Are they satisfying your soul wants? Or are they perhaps a false perception that would lead to that stagnation and dissatisfaction? We need to rewire our expectations of relationships for what their true purpose is, of why we want a relationship, to see it as that tool that helps you grow, that helps your partner grow. And through this lens, we can begin to see the perfection of every interaction, for better or for worse. Not just celebrate the easy times, the good times, and then be cursed or frustrated at the difficult times. Not fall into disappointment when our relationships aren't that perfect fairy tale ending. It should also help you to see why you might be attracting or seeing the same patterns or behaviors in a relationship, and what those type of experiences are trying to teach you. Think of all the things that you learned from your most complicated relationships. They teach you to be more patient, to communicate more effectively, to stand up for yourself, to be more resilient, to live more independently. This small reframe, it helps you to zoom out on your relationships and see the bigger picture of your obstacles, to see them through that larger lens. And it might prompt you to ask questions like, what am I learning from this fight? What am I learning from this disagreement? How is this helping me and my partner or my colleague or my friend to go through this experience? This begins that process of allowing you to emotionally balance the situation, to stop us having those big emotional reactions when things don't go the way that we would like them to. It helps us to refocus our thoughts on the positive that had come from the obstacle, and not perpetuate that cycle of fight after fight, of challenge after challenge, without learning the lesson. You know that saying that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result? Well, let's relate smarter. Sit with this new concept for now, and then join me in the next few videos for more relationship reframes.